Absolutely. We'll be right back.
You're listening to No Copay Radio. Check out our website at nocopayradio.com or email any questions you might have to nocopayradio@gmail.com.
And welcome back. It's No Copay Radio. It's a beautiful day. We're here. I'm Murphy Houston. Not that you care, but you do care about Jayla Sanchez-Warren, who's with Dr. Cog's Area Agency on Aging. Jayla, welcome back.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be back. I was traveling,
I heard you were in the big town.
I was in the big town.
And you got out alive. It's a minor miracle.
Minor miracle.
Well, that's good. We'll have to talk about that sometime.
We will. We'll talk about my trip to D.C.
Yeah.
What's going on in the Capitol.
But in the meantime, you brought another special guest, I see.
I did.
Well, tell us.
Amanda Gregg is here from A Little Help. She is the new director of membership. But what you don't know is I've known Amanda for, a very long time, 20 years probably, maybe not that long. Before she was at A Little Help, she was the director of the Denver Office on Aging for the city and county of Denver. And there she moved a lot of initiatives forward. They have this really cool initiative called Age Matters. And she updated that report and really made aging important again in the city and county of Denver. She implemented a lot of strategic strategies and goals and led the work of the Denver Commission on Aging. She also, where I first met her, is she used to work for the Volunteers of America, where she was
good group, yeah.
The division director of volunteer services.
Did you work with Jim White over there, Amanda?
I sure did.
It'd be nice to get him out of jail. No, I'm teasing. No, I just went to a ball game with him. Because
really?
he says he's retired, but never mind. But Amanda, welcome in. We appreciate you coming to No Copay Radio today, and I'm going to ask a little bit about A Little Help.
Great.
You don't mind? So tell us about that.
All right. So thank you for having me today. I'm very excited to be here. So A Little Help is a nonprofit organization and very simple mission of connecting neighbors to help seniors thrive in their community and underlining that thrive piece of it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You know a lot about this, don't you, Jayla?
I do. Well, remember we had Paul Ramsey in not too long ago.
Right.
He's the kind of director of that. But he really doesn't do the work. Amanda does all the work.
Be careful, we'll be in trouble again. Jeez.
He's listening.
Well, Amanda, so you're getting people to watch out for seniors in your neighborhood, basically. Is that what it is?
Right. Yes. So started off in the Wash Park area, moved out into Denver, and now we're growing into Jefferson County, which is very exciting. So really bringing seniors together with their neighbors to have services that they may need. May that be transportation, may that be yard work or handy work within the home. Also, some of the social things. So combating that social isolation that sometimes happens,
right.
And just being able to just be good neighbors.
Well, I think a lot of people that live, and I'm just generalizing here, but if you live in a neighborhood and you see seniors, I think you have a tendency to back away. You think, they don't want to be bothered, or they're living their own life. And it should be just the opposite. You should reach out. Now, if they tell you to buzz off, that might be something different.
Right.
But they might be so grateful that you've taken time just to go over and say, hey, can I mow your lawn? Or do you need a ride to a doctor or something? And work on that relationship. And it could be pretty spectacular, I would think.
Yes. And I think one of the big things is just learning each other's stories and being able to hear what they've done in their lifetime and the jobs that they had and the things that they've done with their children, and just learning from them is what I think is the most valuable.
And they probably love talking about it, I would think.
Yeah.
Eventually, once they gain your trust,
yes,
that they're going to open up.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
I like that. I like that for sure. So I see that you have a festival in Jeffco coming up. Talk about that.
Yes. So we have a festival upcoming here. It's called Engaging in Aging. And we will be having that at the Mile High Church, which is located in Lakewood, Colorado. So it's at Mile High Church in Lakewood. We'll be having a festival there, and we'll have some resources there, but it's not focused on the resources. It's about that engaging piece. So we'll have some different interactive workshops that include art, that include some writing, that include some mindfulness, and also some physical movement. And so my really big thing is just that engagement. So what can older adults and all those that come, because it's open to everyone, be able to engage with in their community? And that includes also learning about a little help and how it may be able to help them in their community too.
And it's put on by you guys, a little help.
Yes. We are the hosts, and then Mile High Church is our co-host, and they're helping us out with the space.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So what are you going to offer that might be different than other festival type things in the communities?
Well, I think the festival piece for me, for older adults, is something that I believe is different. When you think about resource fairs, a lot of resources around, and sometimes it can be overwhelming, but there's a place and time for those, I believe. But this is really an opportunity to come together in that space and engage the senses, really, the spiritual, the emotional, the social, and the creative. And I think that is going to set it apart just a little bit from other events.
You know, a lot of those festivals or those health fairs talk about health, right?
Right,
It's
exactly.
just health and information, and you talk a lot about what you're struggling with or what you're dealing with or what your challenges are. And I think what's different about this is you're kind of it's there, resources are there if you want them, but you're exploring other things that you might be good at or that you haven't done in a while, right? Wanting to see if you can still learn something new. I think it's a different kind of feel in this festival, and it is festival versus health fair.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And in fact,
More
it's
fun.
a great idea for if you're in a neighborhood and you have seniors there and maybe you've been helping them, go over and invite them, take them.
Take your families.
Yeah.
This is
Please
an
take 'em.
everybody
Yeah,
event,
it
right?
is.
This is for
It's open to
kids.
all.
This is for any age, and that's what you want to get. You want to get lots of different ages talking and sharing and doing things together. We live in a community. Some people want to live in a community only for older adults, but most people don't. They want to live, around a lot of variety of people.
Well, it's a good idea for sure. Well, let's talk about maybe dig in a little bit more about these workshops you're going to offer up that might be intriguing information for our friends out there.
Sure. So the mindfulness, that'll be led by Mile High Church. So they'll be working with the audience, just kind of some of those mindful pieces and maybe a little bit of meditation for folks just to try out. The physical movement, that'll be something that the Lakewood Recreation Center is going to be leading. Mm-hmm. So moving in kind of some of the movements that you might recognize in Tai Chi and just being able to offer.
Wait a minute,
just
Tai
some of
Chi?
those. Well, just a little bit.
I couldn't do it.
Well, it'll be some.
I can't even barely say it.
Oh, well, I'm sure you could, Murphy.
Okay, Tai Chi and what else?
It's
All right,
Tai Chi,
all right.
not Chai Tea.
How about bending
Right.
over for cookies? Do you have that event?
Well, we do have free lunch. So
I'm there.
Yeah.
As you know my motto, Amanda, if it's free, it's me.
And then we're also going to have a panel-led discussion, and that's going to be surrounding caregiving. So we're really looking forward to our panelists in that discussion that'll be interactive.
Wow, that could be tremendously helpful.
It can be. You know how stressful caregiving is.
Got a lot of gray hairs over that one. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Well, and there's no charge for this. I mean, it's open to the public.
Yep,
and
it's free, open to the public, open to anyone and everyone. We really want as many people that want to come. And we will have, like I said, a complimentary lunch, and we just ask for RSVPs.
Did we give the date? Did we talk about the date?
I don't even know. It's a special
That
time.
might be
it's
important.
secret. It's secret. So the date is actually going to be on Wednesday, May 17th, and that's going to be from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m.
And when you say we got RSVP, how do we do that?
Yes. So you can RSVP at 303-974-6954.
Good idea. Good idea. Well, let's talk a little bit more about what A Little Help does in Jeffco County. Now, Paul explained a little bit about the organization, but that was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and why don't you tell us why it's important in Jeffco County, too?
Yeah.
Yes. So looking at the demographics in Jeffco, definitely in 2040, there is an increase of older adults as we look to the future and the expansion of that. So as we think about A Little Help in Jefferson County, it's just there's great neighborhoods and great opportunities in there. there to bring forth people that already have this mindset of saying, hey, yeah, how do I start that conversation with my neighbors? And how do I start helping in my vicinity, right in my neighborhood? And so I think that it's very exciting to come into Jefferson County. I've lived in Jefferson County my whole life, and just bringing that to the neighborhoods there, I think is going to be embraced by the folks that are there because of the like-mindedness.
We're talking with Amanda Gregg, who's here from A Little Help and as a director of membership in Jeffco County. Can you maybe relate some stories or some success stories how this has really helped seniors in Jefferson County?
Well, actually, just this week, I visited quite a few folks that are going to be a part of something that we do called Service Saturday. And that's an opportunity where we go in, do some yard work, do some various things that people just need from a large group of volunteers. And just
could you get them to come to my house?
Yeah. Yeah, Murphy.
Okay.
Do you live in Jeffco?
No, but I could pretend. No, go ahead.
But anyway, so just going into the home and talking to the folks about the yard work, but then having the conversation about, hey, yeah, I could use a ride to the doctor, or I could use a friendly visit with my wife, maybe as I go out and do something else. So just the other opportunities that sort of sprouted up from those conversations, I think is really exciting as people sort of think about this opportunity to engage with a little help.
You know, this goes back to what we used to do back in the day, right? Helping your neighbors.
Yes.
And, I live in the mountains, and I think that's a little more common in the mountains because you don't have close neighbors, but you really depend on your neighbors when you need them. When there's a big snowstorm and your plow goes out, you can't get out unless you have someone to help you, right? The grocery store for me is 18 miles away. So if I need a cup of sugar, I go ask my neighbor. I don't ask, I don't drive all that way. And I think that's what this is about too. And it's just building those bonds through little things. My dog got out the other day. I have a new dog. And, the neighbors came and helped me find him. It's not really good because there's a lot of mountain lions up there too. So you want to get your dog quickly.
Yeah, that's a little frightening. Right. Yeah, exactly. Well, and I think about the mental aspect of the seniors. I think as people get older and they can't mow the lawn, it's got to be discouraging. Mm-hmm. And they sit in the house going, I know this needs to be done. I just can't do it.
Right.
And I would think almost like a depression would set in and nobody cares. I have no help. And here's your chance to turn their life around without a lot of effort.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And as I visited some of those homes, that was some of the thoughts. And being able to also be out there while the volunteers are doing the work and engaging with them and talking with them brings out that opportunity.
Well, do you have a phone number over there at A Little Bit of Help that we can reach? And maybe somebody wants to call and volunteer or needs help. Yes.
I think the same phone number that I gave before is a good one at 303-974-6954.
And again, the event is Wednesday,
May 17th.
Got to get that date out there.
10 to 2.
And it's free.
Free.
I think we got it all out there. Well, Amanda, thanks for coming in.
All right. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks for what you're doing for seniors out there in Jefferson County.
Thank you.
It's a good deal, Jill. I like that.
It is a good deal. And when you volunteer, it makes you feel awesome, too.
Now, if we call Dr. Cog, Area Agency and Agency, you can connect with Amanda.
We absolutely can connect, and we will.
And you know that number, 303-480-6700. Amanda, again, thanks for coming in. Jill, that wraps it up for another Saturday or Sunday, depending when you're listening.
Thanks for listening to No Copay Radio, brought to you by Dr. Cog. Check out the website at nocopayradio.com or email us with questions to nocopayradio@gmail.com. We'll talk again next week about health and medical issues that are important to those who live right here in Colorado on No Copay Radio.